Welcome back to Thirukkural a Day, Chapter 5, Kural 5, Perfect Grace and Gain. அன்பும் அறனும் உடைத்தாயின் இல்வாழ்க்கை பண்பும் பயனும் அது. If the married life possesses love and virtue, these will be both its duty and reward. Questions for you. What does it mean to live a life filled with love and virtue? How do you show love to your family? Night after night, Rajamani sat by Manikandan's bedside, wiping his forehead, adjusting his blankets, ensuring his every comfort. Vijaya watched from the doorway, arms crossed, but something in her had begun to shift. He never complained, never hesitated. When Manikandan's breath grew shallow, Rajamani would rub his back. When his hand trembled too much to hold a glass, Rajamani would lift it to his lips. There was no obligation in his care, only love. One evening, as Manikandan slept, Rajamani turned to Vijaya. His voice was low, thick with emotion. I love you both more than words can say. I want to be the husband and father you and Lata deserve. I want to support your dreams, not just my own. Vijaya's throat tightened. She had held on to resentment for so long, fearing he would leave again. But as she looked at him now, the man who had put family above all else, she knew that fear no longer had a place between them. She reached for his hand. You already are. அன்பும் அறனும் உடைத்தாயின் இல்வாழ்க்கை பண்பும் பயனும் அது. The married life possesses love and virtue. These will be both its duty and reward. Lata peeked into the room, a sketchbook clutched to her chest. She hesitated before sitting beside Rajamani, flipping through the pages, revealing vibrant paintings, scenes of the island, of storms at sea, of home. I'm scared, Appa. What if I'm not good enough to be an artist? Maybe I should just study something practical. Rajamani smiled, tracing a finger over the strokes of color. Who told you art isn't practical? She fidgeted. People say it's not a real job. Rajamani shook his head. A real job is one that fills your heart, not just your pockets. If this is what you love, then this is what you must do. Lata's eyes shimmered with relief. She had never needed permission, just belief. Days turned to weeks. Manikandan's condition worsened, but he was never alone. Vijaya read to him. Lata held his hand, and Rajamani ensured that he was never in pain. One evening, with his family gathered close, Manikandan exhaled his last breath. Vijaya pressed her forehead to her father's hand. Lata sobbed into Rajamani's shoulder. He held them both, the weight of loss heavy, but the love between them unshaken. Thus, Manikandan's final words echoed in the quiet room, soft but certain. You all are my greatest blessing. And as grief settled over them like a quiet tide, the family held on to each other, knowing that love at last had found its way home.